to witness some high-class cricket action. This looks like a bouncy wicket. The white ball will come nicely onto the bat. You might see the odd one fetching some extra bounce. Greetings everyone, we have both the captains and the match referee for the toss. These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform.
Ladies and gents, please stand up for the national anthems.
Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Out come the openers, cheered by a good crowd in. Pace bowler into the attack. The bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Good shot for a single. Good game awareness. He was covering the throw well. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident when there's space on the ball. Hit and deposited out of the park for a 6. That's a clean strike. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. That's a good shot from the batsman. Wasn't the best ball though. That ball deserved a boundary. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Huge appeal. The umpire thinks otherwise. And he decides not to take the review. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. That's an amazing shot. Beautiful timing. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Oh, that's picked up. And straight into the crowd for a 6. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. Shouts of catch it, but nobody will. That's 6 runs. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Plenty happening out there. Fielding captain needs to calm his bowlers down before the umpire interferes. I tell you what, that shot looks even better in the replay. Lovely timing. Beautifully struck by the batsman for a maximum. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. That's hit hard. That's hit for 6. That's a great shot. Gorgeous shot, found the middle of the bat there. That struck beautifully. Terrific shot that. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. That was a good ball and equally well played by the batsman. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Oh, that's found the edge of the bat. Good delivery. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Nobody's chasing that. That's going to be a terrific 4. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. Oh, that's a good connection for the batsman. That's what you call good effort by the fielder. Fantastic bit of fielding this. Up in the air. Spectacular catch. Perfectly timed his jump and made sure he held on to that one. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Batsman takes the long walk back to the pavilion. Pleasing to the eye. This effort by the fielder, mind-blowing. Bowler is fired up, looks good to get another scalp. Edge, but lands in a no man's land. He deserved a wicket there. Came around quickly to cover the throw. Shouts of catch it, but nobody will. That's 6 runs. Wonderful 50 and the crowd applauds. That was a stunning shot. Spin him back. I think that's a good move. That's gone high. Good shot for a single. Well, you can sense something is going to happen here. The bowler not allowing the batsman to free his arms. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Shot, that's an excellent cricket shot. He gets 4 for it. That ball deserved a boundary. It looks in good batting form. Good pickup shot this. Has that gone for a 6? Yes, it has. That was a brilliant shot. Perfectly executed. He's growing in stature as well in this innings. Oh, that's a good connection for the batsman. That's what we call a long distance deposit. I tell you what, that shot looks even better in the replay. Lovely timing. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Well, that's a massive 6. Made a cracking sound of the bat. He looks in good touch. Well placed into the gap, possible too. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Good shot for a single. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Picked and deposited out of the park for a 6. That's a clean strike. That was a brilliant shot. Perfectly executed. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a 6. He has hit that exactly where he wanted to. That's a 6. The power is extraordinary. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. Last ball coming up. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. End of the first inning won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Openers walking in and the crowd cheering in anticipation. Pace bowler into the attack. There must be some nerves as the batsman is set to face his first ball. That looks handsome. It certainly is a huge 6. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. The batting team is managing a good run rate, that's for sure. Pushed in the gap. Batsman will look to get some valuable runs here. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a 6. Good shot for a single. Came around quickly to cover the throw. Excellent running between the wickets. Fantastic bit of fielding this. That was outstanding fielding. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. Good shot for a single. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Turned away for a single. That's in the air. Well bowled, that's a jaffa. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. A long walk back to the pavilion, doesn't look happy at all. Yeah, looked like he was a bit early into that shot. The bowler must try and keep this new batsman on strike and create pressure. That's a good shot from the batsman. Wasn't the best ball though. That's an amazing shot. Beautiful timing. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Very good running between the wickets. Good backing up by the fielder. Shows how involved he is in the game. Spinner brought into the attack. And the batting power play comes to an end. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. That ball deserved a boundary. Extra cover in place. The batsman needs to be careful playing his cover drives. Good shot for a single.
इधर से ज्यादा अच्छा है अंदर वाला.
Played into the gap, should be able to run two here. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Now that struck beautifully. Terrific shot that. That's an amazing shot. Beautiful timing. No one at fine leg. Bowler needs to stay away from the pads. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Turned away for a single. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Spinner brought back from the other end. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Slim pickings at the moment. The batsmen need to up the gear a bit. Well placed into the gap, possible two. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? That looks close. Big appeal. Oh, that doesn't look like a good call. And yes, that's run out. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. batsman takes the long walk back to the pavilion. The fielder knew exactly which end to throw. The batsman must be kicking himself after that run out. Not a great ball, and that has been hammered. Terrific shot. Looks in good batting form. Good shot for a single. Directed. Absolutely bang on the stumps. Pace bowler now into the attack. Long leg in place. Expect some chin music from the bowler. Good leg, then the batsman meets it with a solid straight bat. Feel the bowler should be around that good length area more. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Very well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. Good shot for a single. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. Turned away for a single. Last ball coming up. Very good running between the wickets. They put a good all-round performance today, bowled well to defend their total. They've earned the victory